Donald Trump is back in the White House for a second term. Love him or hate him, one thing is certain: his policies will shake up the U.S. job market. As a businessman, he understands how the economy works, and his administration promises job growth. But at what cost? While some celebrate his America First approach, others fear economic turbulence. So how will Trump's second term impact the job market? Let's dive in. Welcome to Career Seekers Network, and today we will be talking about how the second Trump term will affect the job market. But before we get down to business, kindly hit that subscribe button. Trump's background as a real estate mogul and businessman plays a central role in his approach to job creation. Supporters argue that he knows how to stimulate economic growth, encourage investment, and boost employment. Backed by billionaires like Elon Musk, his administration is expected to push for corporate expansion, leading to job creation in sectors such as manufacturing, energy, and tech. But will the benefits outweigh the risks? One of the most immediate effects of Trump's policies on the job market comes from his hard stance on immigration. With mass deportations and tighter restrictions, many argue that jobs once taken by undocumented immigrants will now be available to American workers. While this may reduce competition for lower-wage jobs, industries like agriculture, construction, and hospitality, heavily reliant on immigrant labor, could face worker shortages and rising costs. Could this backfire on consumers in the form of higher prices? Trump has announced sweeping tariffs on key trading partners, including Canada, Mexico, and China. While his goal is to protect American businesses, history suggests tariffs often have unintended consequences. Higher import taxes mean higher production costs for companies reliant on foreign goods, such as the auto and manufacturing industries. These increased costs could lead to layoffs or even job cuts as businesses struggle to balance expenses. And let's not forget the risk of retaliatory tariffs. Other nations could impose their own, hurting American exports and putting even more jobs at risk. To boost job creation, Trump plans to introduce major tax cuts for businesses and individuals. In theory, lower taxes mean companies can reinvest in expansion, hire more workers, and increase wages. However, tax cuts also come with a price. Government revenue decreases, potentially leading to cuts in public services and infrastructure projects, which employ millions of workers. The long-term effects of these tax policies remain uncertain. One of the more unexpected moves from Trump's second term is his appointment of Lori Chavez DeRemer as Labor Secretary. Known for her pro-union stance, this pick has raised eyebrows among Republicans and business leaders. Chavez DeRemer has previously supported expanding union rights, which could lead to stronger worker protections and higher wages. However, some businesses worry this could increase labor costs and discourage hiring. Will Trump's administration clash over labor policies, or will pro-business forces override these concerns? Despite Trump's promises, inflation is already creeping up, affecting everything from food prices to housing costs. Tariffs, tax cuts, and supply chain disruptions could push inflation higher, eroding the purchasing power of American workers. Rising consumer prices, especially for essentials like food, clothing, and shelter, could outweigh any wage gains. High mortgage rates continue to make housing unaffordable for many Americans. Trump is betting on increased energy production to counteract inflation, but will it be enough? For the average American worker, Trump's second term presents both opportunities and challenges. If his economic strategies succeed, we could see job growth, rising wages, and booming industries. But if tariffs backfire, inflation spirals, or trade wars escalate, job security could become a major concern. Workers in manufacturing, energy, and tech might benefit, while those in industries dependent on global trade and immigrant labor could face instability. Trump's policies don't just affect American jobs, they send ripples across the global job market. His protectionist stance and aggressive trade policies could lead to supply chain disruptions that impact international businesses, particularly those that rely on American imports and exports. Companies in China, Mexico, and Canada, which have traditionally been major trading partners, might face job losses if their exports to the U.S. shrink due to high tariffs. Meanwhile, U.S. companies that rely on international labor, such as those in tech, pharmaceuticals, and manufacturing, could struggle to maintain efficiency if supply chain restrictions increase costs. Additionally, Trump's focus on American energy production could disrupt the global oil and gas markets, affecting jobs in Middle Eastern and Latin American countries that rely heavily on fossil fuel exports. As U.S. policies shift toward economic nationalism, global companies may be forced to adapt, relocate, or restructure, leading to an uncertain employment landscape worldwide. Whether these changes will ultimately benefit or hurt the global job market remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: Trump's economic strategies have far-reaching consequences beyond U.S. borders. Trump's second term will redefine the American job market, for better or worse. His bold economic moves could create new opportunities, but they come with risks that could impact businesses, workers, and consumers alike. Will his strategies lead to a stronger economy or unintended economic turmoil? Only time will tell. One thing's for sure: every American worker will feel the effects of his presidency. Stay tuned, because the job market is in for a wild ride. Before signing off, I want to introduce CareerSeekersNetwork.com. It is a platform where we land you in your dream job. From writing resumes to preparing you for the final interview, we're here to motivate, support, and work with you as family. Kindly hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to click the bell icon.